I'm currently doing a test drive on this Hyundai. It's an i20 and it's a manual transmission. It's got an issue with low power and going into high RPM, and what's happening is the clutch is actually slipping. So I thought I would make this video and just showcase what actually happens when you see clutch slip and the RPM difference here versus the actual speed you're traveling. You want to be having a matched RPM to the vehicle speed that you're traveling at, and when you see the revs go much higher on this side, versus the needle changing on the other side, you know you have a major issue with slippage. The other thing of consideration is when this happens to you, you want to be able to get back to whatever destination that you're going to. So whether it's bringing it to workshop or whether it's getting back home, etc., the best thing to do is to limit the amount of slip to next to zero. So you're going to have to change your driving style completely, and if it's very bad, you're going to have to just allow yourself to go extremely slow. So what I'm going to showcase here is how you can manage with the pedals to try and limit the amount of slippage you have from a failing clutch on your vehicle. So with the clutch pedal fully depressed, that means the clutch is disengaged from the flywheel, and when we're putting it into gear, we obviously have to release this clutch pedal so we can actually engage that pressure plate into the flywheel. And what happens is we're pressing the accelerator as we release, and we're getting that power. So if you didn't, you could cut the vehicle out. So you're doing that gradual accelerate as you release. Now what happens, which causes excessive slippage, which is what I've seen in the past when people have got stuck and had to get towed to us, is they're still using the accelerator pedal as normal, and maybe they're a little bit aggressive of a driver, so where they're releasing the pedal, they're pressing hard on the accelerator, and that is just speeding up the slippage and causing excessive wear, and then eventually you have no clutch at all, and then it's just spinning freely and it's not engaging at all. So what you want to do, or what you want to make sure of, is as you release the clutch pedal and you engage the clutch, you just gently apply that accelerator pedal, and that will give you the best chance to be able to get to your destination and limit the wear that you're having on the clutch. And I'm going to showcase that in the next clip as well, as I demonstrated on this Hyundai. You will want the clutch pedal fully disengaged but the clutch engaged. You don't want to be pressing the accelerator hard or firm. It's going to be gentle, so you're going to be allowing the RPM not to go high versus the speed. And I'll just demonstrate here how you can manage it by just being very cautious on your driving styles. So I'm going to give you an example of taking off in a very cautious way versus if you took off in a normal driving style way, and you can see the difference. Taking off very slow, clutch pedal is fully up now, and we're able to drive without getting the RPM up high. Now you will continue that method through the gears, and it's a safe way to limit any slippage so that you don't actually burn your clutch out. Now the other way is if you were to drive normally, and you can see this here, I'm accelerating off, RPM shoots up. So I'm not going to demonstrate that too much because I need to get this back to the workshop now. But that is how you would manage it. If you're far away from where you need to go and you do experience clutch slip, be certain that you're not allowing it to happen frequently. You can burn your clutch out and make it undrivable, and then you'll have to be towed back to your workshop.
And after getting back to the workshop, I spoke to the customer, and the customer gave the go ahead to pull the gearbox out and have a look and inspect that clutch. That is what you're seeing here in this clip. The clutch disc is what I'm lifting up, and you can clearly see the excessive wear on that friction material on that clutch disc. It's worn all the way down to the rivets, which is a glaring indicator that there is no more material left. It's actually got the rivets worn against that pressure plate, and that causes that excessive slippage when you have no more material to grip on, and when you accelerate hard it just slips too easy. And here is a side view of that, and you can clearly see how worn down that clutch friction material is. And that was the fault on this vehicle. A new clutch resolved this issue, and we're able to get the customer all sorted and back on the road.
I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful and informative. If you did, please like, share, comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.